Well, I'm back. My phone ran out of space again, so I'm doing this in two parts. I filled two 2-liter bottles, soda bottles like this, with hot water. Well, you can see it's still steaming. So they're in here. I folded the bag over and clipped it. It's a heavy rice bag. I've got this backpack that I bought at the dollar store, which I discovered is not waterproof. However, it could still work. What I need to do is I need to drop my bottles into my backpack. This is in case they leak. Okay, we'll fold things up here. Nice and compact. You can see it's in there. Yeah, there it is. Now we'll zip this up. This is just a very cheap backpack from the dollar store. So there you go. There's my bottles in the backpack. It's all one unit now. And, yep, you can feel the warmth. You can feel the warmth coming out of it. Now what I'm going to do, we can see my thermometer right now is registering almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit, or like 8 degrees Celsius. I'm going to lay the thermometer right on top of here. Yeah, we'll lay it on top of here, and I'll put it in the shade. There we go, it's in the shade out of the sun, and we'll see what happens. It should climb. You can feel the heat coming out of there pretty good. Here, I'll put it right over one of the bottles. There we go. Well, it's already climbed to 60. And it's still moving. And as you can see, it's in the shade. Okay, let me move my chair out of the way here. We'll go inside and visit Rocky for a minute. He's having a sleep, or he was. Hello, Rocky. Say hello to your fans. Yeah, you're a beautiful boy. You're a beautiful boy, you are. He was having a good sleep. Okay, now, back out here, and we'll see where our thermometer's at now. Oop, it's approaching 70. And you can see it's in the shade, so the sun is not interfering with it. There's the sun, there's the shade. Plus, there isn't that much heat coming from the sun today anyway. A little bit, but not much. Look at that, it's up to 70 now. Now, I've bought 3 of these backpacks, and I have all kinds of these 2-liter bottles stored over here. They're all falling out of the shelves now, but there they are. And what I'm going to do is I'll do the same. I'll have 3 of them that I'll put in the bed with me. And then at night, they'll help keep me and Rocky warm. Look, it's still climbing. And I tried this last winter, but I didn't put the bottles in anything. And one of the bottles leaked, and it ended up I had scalding hot water in my bed. And then, of course, that cooled down. Look at this now. It's approaching 80 degrees. And it did keep me toasty and warm when it worked, but then I got scared of it after that one bottle leaked and soaked my bed in scalding hot water, which of course then turned cold. And then I ended up colder than I had been. So I got scalded, and then I got froze. But I think this will eliminate that problem. If one of the bottles leaks now, at least it'll be contained. Plus, it's just a good little package to have the bottles in. You can see there. Okay, it's up to 80 degrees. Well, once it hits, what, about 85 or 86 or something there, it's gonna, then that'll be the extent of it. It can't go any higher than that. What I'll do is I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll find out just what, okay, so what, it's like, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll find out just what, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, So I'll just keep it here in the shade, and we'll see how long it holds its temperature. I may have to move it because the shade here is going to disappear soon, because the sun comes around to this side of the camper. But you can see it's still climbing, and that's just the heat coming out through the it's just the heat coming out through the bags, and it's really warm. If I put that in the bed right now, it'd make the bed really warm. Okay, so it's topped out at like 86 degrees, because each one of those notches is 2 degrees, I believe. Let's see now. 4, 6. Yeah, each of those notches between the numbers is 2 degrees. So it's now topped out at 86 degrees, and it may be hotter than that, but the thermometer doesn't go any further. So anyway, I will leave it here. Now this will be outside in the shade and not under the blankets. So under the blankets, of course, it'll hold its temperature a lot longer. But this will give me an idea. I'll know that it won't hold its temperature any less time than it does out here in the shade with nothing covering it. So I'll know how long it'll last anyway. I'll know it'll last what the minimum amount of time it'll last is, and I'll know that it's actually going to last longer than that. So I'll just keep my eye on it. It's 1 in the afternoon now, and I'll just leave it in the shade so that the sun doesn't affect the thermometer, because we're getting a little heat from the sun, although not very much. And I'll see how long it takes for the thermometer to drop. Talk later.